Hey everybody, it's Steve here. It's beginning of the week, Monday. Although days of the week these days are a little bit messed up, and I think that was happening beforehand anyway, right? Lots of people working weekends, second jobs, gig, all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to talk today about my 5 minutes of thought about something that's been in my mind for a long time. It's this UBI, Universal Basic Income. UBI, kind of a catchy name. To a, shall I say, Trump type supporter maybe, or someone of that ilk, every man for himself kind of thinking. Sounds like communism, sounds terrible, sounds like welfare. I don't view it that way. We already have welfare, we have unemployment, we have like social assistance, we have, maybe here more than other places, but for the most part, if you want to sit around and do nothing and be nothing and, have a mediocre existence, it's probably not impossible to do that. Maybe a game the system, I don't know. I know people who, probably exist like that. Do they have problems? Absolutely. But, is it a happy life? Probably not. Satisfying maybe for some, but for the most people, not gonna be a happy life. So if your reaction to me saying, you know what, we're a rich enough country, rich enough world to give everyone some basic human rights. A friend of mine once described it, basic human rights. What do I mean by basic human rights? I mean shelter, I mean privacy, I mean food, I mean social connection. I think that's all I mean. So privacy, shelter, those kind of things go hand in hand. A friend of mine described it as 4 walls and a door. That should be a bare minimum that any person on this planet, let's start with this country, any person in this country should have their own 4 walls and a door. What's inside it doesn't really matter. If you can lie down, you got a bed, you have a private place to relieve yourself and wash your face and wash your hands, and you can close the door. That's what you need. I believe that's a basic human right. Food, kind of self-explanatory, right? And maybe I add in healthcare there, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. We already have that. So we already have that here, so we don't need to add that. But connection, like a cell phone plan with a small amount of data and an ability to connect to the outside world. It's just not possible to exist in this planet without, or in this country without that connection at this point in time, especially in these days. So UBI, give you that, all that. What is that going to cost? I don't know, $1,000, $1,500. Depends where you live in the country, but let's say you get $1,500 a month, every man, woman, and child. What's that? $18,000 a year. Not a lot of money. Really, not a lot of money. I don't know. I'd have to do the math, but 50, 60 billion, something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody do the math for me. But it's a lot of money. But I don't know. Let the robots pay for it. Let productivity gains pay for it. Let rich people pay for it. Still give them the $1,500. No ifs, ands, or buts. There's the money. Take it. Do what you want with it. It's yours. You earned it by being alive. And so what's going to happen? Will you have people sitting on their butts? Yeah, you'll get that. But you know what? They're already doing that. More than likely. Maybe a few more do, maybe a few less do, who knows? Most people already make more than enough to pay for those basic human rights, those basic human needs. So they're already working harder than they need to. So you're not going to have to motivate them to work harder, right? You're just taking the stress away. So instead of sticking with that crappy cashier job because, you messed up in high school. Not saying cashier jobs are crappy, but at this point in time they are. They're tough jobs. But whatever that job is, you're not happy. Maybe you're a dentist and you're not happy. Who cares? It doesn't matter. But you don't have to worry about how you're going to feed yourself or where you're going to stay, right? You have that basic amount of money and you can take chances. And if we give people the opportunity to take chances, they will. And who knows what can happen. We're an ingenious species. We give them, some person with a dream who wants to make better rock walls, the opportunity to chuck it all and just go focus on that and not worry about, paying the bills. Make it possible. Lots of details. I got lots of ideas. Anyway, wishing everybody a good week, prosperity, stay safe, and Steve out.